In this video, we are going to understand the important topic from theory of machine, types of constraint motion. Hello friends, I am Sunil Wadokar, and before proceeding further, I will like to request you to subscribe this YouTube channel and like this video. So, let's get started. To understand this topic in detail, we will take what is kinematic link and what is kinematic pair. Definition of kinematic link is each part of machine which moves relative to some other part is known as kinematic link. It is also called as element. For example, piston rod, small end bearing, connecting rod, all the elements are linked in the image below. Then we will look after what is kinematic pair. The two links or elements of machine when in contact with each other are said to be form the pair. If the relative motion between them is completely or successfully constrained, that is in definite direction, then the pair formed is known as kinematic pair. In the next slide, we will see some of the important example of kinematic pair, that is square bar in square hole, or the motion of screw in screw hole, or the motion of ball and socket joint, and the motion of piston in footstep bearing are few examples of kinematic pair. Now here we come to the topic types of constraint motion. There are three types of constraint motion. Number first, completely constrained motion. Then after that, number second, incompletely constrained motion. And finally, number third, successfully constrained motion. Now first I will take completely constrained motion. When the motion between the pair is limited to definite direction, irrespective of the direction of force applied, then the motion is said to be completely constrained motion. Listen carefully friends, I will repeat this definition again for you. Completely constrained motion. When the motion between the pair is limited to definite direction, irrespective of the direction of force applied, then the motion is said to be completely constrained motion. For example, the piston and cylinder in steam engine form a pair, and the motion of the piston in cylinder is limited to a definite direction. That is, it will only reciprocate relative to the cylinder, irrespective of the direction of motion of the crank as shown in figure below. The best example of completely constrained motion is motion of square bar in square hole, as you can see in this figure. Also, the motion of shaft with collars at each end in circular hole as shown in figure below is also a good example of completely constrained motion. Our next type of constrained motion is incompletely constrained motion. When the motion between a pair can take place in more than one direction, then the motion is called as incompletely constrained motion. I will repeat this definition again. Listen carefully. When the motion between a pair can take place in more than one direction, then the motion is called as incompletely constrained motion. The change in direction of impressed force may alter the direction of relative motion between a pair, as the motion of circular bar or circular shaft in circular hole as shown in figure below. It is an example of incompletely constrained motion, as it may either rotate or slide in hole. This both motion does not have relationship with each other. As you can watch this diagram, a circular shaft in circular hole. Either shaft can rotate or it can slide from backward to forward. This is important example of incompletely constrained motion. Then we come to third type of constrained motion, that is successfully constrained motion. First I will take definition of successfully constrained motion. When the motion between elements forming a pair is such that constrained motion is not completed by itself but by some other means, then the motion is said to be successfully constrained motion. Here important point is to be noted that the motion is not completed by itself, it is completed by some other means. It can be explained by the motion of shaft in footstep bearing. Consider a motion of shaft in footstep bearing as shown in figure below. The shaft can be rotated inside the bearing or it can be moved upward. This is the figure of footstep bearing. This is the case of incompletely constrained motion. But if the load is placed on the shaft to prevent the axial upward movement of the shaft, then the motion of the pair is said to be successfully constrained motion. Here, the constrained motion is not completed by itself, but it is completed by upward axial load. So, this is type of successfully constrained motion. The motion of IC engine wall and the piston reciprocating in cylinder are also good examples of successfully constrained motion. So in this way we have completed this topic, type of constrained motions. Thank you friends for watching this video throughout.